Hey guys, we wanted to come on live real fast.
What's up?
Hi, from Sean. I'm going to give everybody a minute to get in here. We're kind of just going to start rolling with a podcast episode. We're going to give you a whole live show tonight, not just the preview. You'll be able to see the whole episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an update on Greyson, and then at the end we'll have some announcements. Okay? All right. Here's to a good show. Here we go.
Yeah. Hi, and welcome to Autism Building the Puzzle, one piece at a time. I am Sean, your host, and with me, as usual, is my beautiful, wonderful wife, Alexandria.
Hey, sweetheart. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Yes, and we have one of our favorite episodes tonight. We have a Greyson update.
Yes, we do. Lots of updates, actually.
Yeah, a lot's been happening.
Yes.
With Greyson over the past, I'd say, month or so. So
yes.
Some exciting stuff.
Yes. Lots of changes, positive ones.
Oh, yeah.
We're liking what we're seeing, so fingers crossed with everything. Not getting our hopes up, just being optimistic.
Yeah. And everybody that's seen him, interacted with him recently, has noticed changes in him too, which is pretty exciting. His therapists, family members, things like that. So it's pretty awesome. So one of the things that we have started over the past couple weeks is we started doing CBD, adding that to our regimen of supplements and things like that. Yeah. It's been awesome so far.
It's been great. We started it actually back when he was about 2. He was only on it for about a month, I'd say, and he was on no other treatment, no biomedical treatment at that time. And he became very aggressive on it, so we decided to stop it at that time. So we took a break, and we thought it was a good idea to try it again while, now that he's in a completely different place, he's a little older, he's on biomedical treatment. We have a solid regimen that we've had for over a year now, so we thought that it was time to give it a chance again. And if we saw any problems, we would just pull back again. So it's been about 3 weeks, I guess. 3-4 weeks since he started.
Exactly, yeah.
We started with twice a day, 5 drops each time.
Very low dosage to start.
Yeah, right in the milk.
Right into it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have much of a flavor anyway. I've tasted it.
It's olive oil
flavored, so.
It's Charlotte's Web, so we get the best brand that there is, which is a company based out of Colorado that actually started from a little girl named Charlotte, who was only about 5 or 6, I believe, and she was having over 30 seizures a day. So they started Charlotte's Web to help children. So it's mostly children that take their product. It's a very high quality product. It's the lowest amount of THC, which is legal. It's like 0.03. So there's no effects of it at all. You just can't filter out any more than that. It's completely impossible. So it's a really good brand. I mean, it's expensive. I mean, we pay $2.50 a bottle for it.
It lasts a long time.
But you know where it's coming from, and the quality is great.
It lasts a long time, and
it does.
With
the dosage he's on, it's
with Charlotte's Web. When she started taking that, she went from 30 seizures down to like 1 a week. Yeah. So
it was pretty incredible. So definitely something, and it was an all-natural thing that we wanted to try, that a lot of parents do. There's a lot of people that move their children out to Colorado just so they can have that whole plant access, which is very, very popular. So we noticed babbling. We now just increased over the past week to 3 times a day, 5 drops still in each bottle. So 15 drops total. And he's been fantastic. A lot of babbling, a lot of new sounds.
Our therapist actually had said to me, hey, he's been doing so well for like the past 10 days.
Straight.
And I said, that's interesting. I was like, you know what that correlates with, right? He was like, no, what? Or no, he said the weighted vest he's been using. Right. Which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's the CBD. We started the CBD, and the very next day he had a great day in therapy, and he's had 10 in a row since.
Yeah. Thank God.
Plus, I think, the consistency of having therapy every day, because the therapist had canceled a few times, like a month before that. So I think that got him a little off.
And I agree. He needs every day.
Every day, he he loses a little bit of steam. So
yeah.
So moving on to the weighted vest, I guess. That's been really phenomenal for him in therapy, because he always wants those squeezes and hugs, and that pressure. So the therapist decided to try putting it on him to see if that will fulfill that stimming, or
so he needs it. He doesn't need it as often.
So he doesn't need to squeeze it as much.
Yeah, and he's able to focus more, because it is distracting to him. So again, we don't want to stop the stimming. We just want to be able to have him be able to focus more. So that's where the weighted vest comes in.
Especially in therapy. So.
Yeah, and we're actually using it like during speech therapy when we do it over the phone. We use the weighted vest. We use it if we notice he's stimming a lot and having a hard time and he needs those squeezes, we'll put it on during the day. We don't go out with it. It's all at home. Yeah, so it's been very beneficial.
And, a lot of his stimming stops when he puts the vest on.
Yes.
So we also started him in soccer.
We did.
You want to talk about that?
That is just unbelievable. So we actually shared a video on our page of him. Sean had to help him, but of him kicking the ball, jumping over the cone, and then making a goal, which was just absolutely incredible. Hearing the kids cheer for him just did it for me. Right before
I turned around and Alex was just
in full-blown tears. Yeah, and as soon as I heard the children chanting for him, like, score a goal, I just lost it. Because, you don't know what your children are going to be able to do. You don't know if you're going to see that again. So you take every single moment and you just really...
you appreciate everything.
You do. You really do.
When you have a child like Grayson, an autistic child...
Yeah.
Everything that happens is such a big deal. So
It is. It makes it so exciting.
I think if we had a neurotypical child, doing soccer wouldn't be nearly as special to us.
It wouldn't. It would just be like, okay, go play. We'll sit here on the side of the field, and that would be the end of it.
Yeah, he did really well for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he started to get a little frustrated, so we decided, hey, you know what? Let's just sneak out of here for a little bit, and each time we go back to soccer, we're going to try to
we left as soon as we did that.
And, just expose him to it little by little, and he'll be able to, expand that time out. So,
yeah, we ended it on a good note as soon as he did that exercise, and we thought, okay, let's leave. We're going to end this on a good note. We're not going to make it adversive, and, that's what we did a little bit, and each time he'll be fine. So...
Yeah. So we also started speech therapy a month ago.
We did. And it's been great.
It's been great. We had that first session. I was really unsure.
I was like, this is going to be a mess. Like, he's never going to do this over video. But, wow, he surprised us. By the second, third week, he was doing it, listening. It's been amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And each week he's gotten a little bit better and a little bit better, and he's doing some parallel play stuff. And
today he had to put his Sesame Street characters in the bus and drive the bus. It's just not a bus I would ever want to be on because he was driving a little erratic. But it's so cute to just watch him do all of those things. So it's great. He gets to feed the dog the bones, and he gets to feed the person's head, that he puts the vegetables and the foods in their mouth, and it's all paper. And then we have memory games that are printed out. So we use Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and we do everything over video for speech therapy. And, like Sean said, it was worrisome in the beginning. We didn't know how it was going to go, but it's been fantastic. The woman sends me everything. I print everything out. I have reinforcers of pictures that he chooses from when he completes the trial and does it well, and we are giving him a reward. He has, it's 3 pictures of him and Sean, and it's Sean tickling him, and then Sean doing the airplane and picking him up, or Sean
giving him squeezes.
Giving him squeezes, yes. So
today
he picks one of the things.
Today we actually
had all 3.
He picked all 3.
Yeah.
Once, but I would say like 5 times he picked the tickle. Of course.
Yeah.
He loves being tickled.
He does. So what we did this time today was we changed it up. Sean had to sit on the sofa like 5 feet back from Grayson, and Grayson had to take the card and walk it back to Sean, just so we can get him used to walking more of a distance and requesting those items. And eventually they'll move to other items and things like that. So definitely really good experience. Very happy with his progress. Happy with everything so far from them.
Yeah, so the next one would be Alex has been doing feeding meetings.
Yeah.
With the feeding department at CHOP down in South Jersey.
Yeah.
I have not been involved in that, so why don't you
update
everybody on that one?
When we went to the intensive feeding evaluation, they had asked me, do you want to sign up for the CHOP meetings? It's going to be like a month and a half long. It's every Tuesday at 10 a.m. So, of course, I said, absolutely. I never miss something like that. I'm always involved in that stuff. So I had my first meeting last Tuesday. My second one is tomorrow at 10. That also is on video. It's just me and a psychologist from CHOP. And we go over every aspect of behavior and food and from a psychological standpoint, from an OT standpoint, from every standpoint. So that's been really beneficial. Last week was a fantastic meeting. Most of the stuff I pretty much am really familiar with, so been making her job a little bit easier. But yeah, again, I'm very happy with CHOP. They've been fantastic. So yeah, I'm
phenomenal hospital.
Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to our appointment tomorrow morning. So gain a lot of insight from that.
And we also started a new therapist a couple weeks ago.
We did. We started ABA. And ended already.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me about
So we wanted to extend ABA hours because before the pandemic started, Grayson actually did 7 sessions a week. He did 2 on Mondays, 2 on Fridays, and then 1 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with 3 different therapists. And when the pandemic obviously hit, we stopped doing therapy for a while. Then when we started up again, we only had the 1 therapist coming back in 5 days a week, 2 hours. So we wanted to start getting him some more hours in the afternoons. And the therapist showed up, and it was interesting. Grayson didn't really take to her. She didn't really take to him. She's not very experienced when it comes to ABA.
She has no experience in the autism field.
Okay.
She works in a group home. However, we wanted another therapist because we always want more than one that offers different things. So, the hours were important, but mostly it was because of you want different views. What one person cannot offer, another person can bring to the table. So, she was really, really nice. The first meeting was great. Well, not great, but it was okay. And then by the second meeting, I'm like, our other RBT, you have to follow through on every single thing. Like he has to sit at the table and he can't get up until he follows through. And she said, oh no, that's not me. And I thought, this isn't going to work. Because we need you to be at this point strict with Grayson. And there were a lot of things I had to explain that she, did not have the knowledge about, like, his sensory needs and just the sensory needs of an autistic child in general. Yeah. So it was just a lot to teach somebody, and we need somebody who is confident and knows exactly what they're doing for Grayson.
And it's not our responsibility to sit there and teach somebody how to do ABA.
No, and I used to do that, but I'm just done. I'm done with that right now. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not wasting my time.
That's what you pay the professionals for.
I'm not wasting my time anymore. Now that we have a fantastic therapist, I'm not going to sit there and teach somebody else. So that's where we're at with that.
You don't want it to ruin
what we have already.
What we have with the other therapists.
No, and it will, because if she messes it up and she doesn't follow through, then when the good therapist comes back, he's going to be like, oh, I have to follow through with him, but I don't have to follow through with her. And it's going to be really confusing. And it's just going to put us right back to square one. So we cut that off. It was funny because the BCBA and our therapist actually asked me, how's it going? And I was like, well, she's really nice. And the therapist was like, oh, God, what a way to start a conversation. This isn't working out. I can already say it. So, yeah, but sometimes you just have to make those hard decisions, so.
Yeah. So, he's also been loving going to the park.
Yeah.
We're going there regularly.
All the time we go.
And, he didn't like the swings at all. He liked the slides, but not the swings. He finally loves the swings.
He loves both of them.
It's so relaxing for him.
Yeah.
He loves the slides. He's, like so much more independent in the playground and stuff.
Yeah.
Walking up, all on his own, and he's not.
He's
scared
such a big boy. He's so careful too.
Yeah,
he is such a cautious kid. It's so funny, like when you see him at the playground, because he's goes up the steps real slow, holds on. He's just amazing.
And if he doesn't see you for a second, he's like, uh-oh.
Where's my parents?
Where'd Dad go?
We're in the stage of where he loves his parents right now. That'll end soon, but
yeah, I'm sure.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, so he's been making a lot of new sounds.
He has.
Too.
Yeah.
He used to say ba before he was one, like right around when he was one. Then he just stopped, and he hasn't said that since. But he finally started making the B sound again.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, just heard that today for the first time.
He's been saying "da" a lot. In speech therapy, when I picked him up and gave him the reinforcement after he picked the PEX card of what he wanted, I put him down and he said more.
Yeah.
So he wanted more.
Yeah.
And then the other night, Alex was talking to him, and
he just got out of the bath, and I had turned around and I said, we think his 4-year molars are coming in. So I had said, Bud, do your teeth hurt? And at first he said, yeah. I was like, wow, answered me right away. And then I said, what was the next question I asked him? Grayson, is anything bothering you? He said, no. So then I asked him again. I said, does your teeth hurt? He said, no. And I was like, Sean, do you hear this kid? I just literally asked a question and right away he responded, which is I almost fell over. That never has happened ever.
And I don't even
I don't even care if he doesn't know.
I don't care if he doesn't.
I'm sure
he's
he
not
does.
Responding it properly. If his teeth are hurting and he says no,
and he's confused, yeah.
Okay, I don't care because he's actually attempting.
He knows that yes or no goes with that question.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing. He knows the answer is yes or no. So, yeah. So we're just building on that now. So
we looked at each other and we're like,
yeah, I'm like,
is that really?
So now I'm asking him all these questions. I'm like, do you love mom? Do you love your mom? Does Grayson love mom? And sometimes I try to word it both ways because I don't know if I say do you. I don't know if he knows you. I'm talking about you, Grayson. I don't know if he realizes that yet. I know that can be really difficult for children. So sometimes I'll say, do you? And then I'll say, does Grayson? And I'll reword it. But yeah, we're super excited about hearing that. So now we're just building off of that, using it in different ways. If he wants a yogurt, I'll say, do you want a yogurt? Does Grayson want a yogurt? And try to get that yes from him or that yeah, and fully prompt him for those highly preferred items. So that's what we're doing. And we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I think we're a little concerned with his molars coming in. He didn't really have any problems with his baby
He had no
in,
problems teething. We never even knew he was teething. There was no pain. Never gave this kid Tylenol. This kid had Tylenol probably a total of 3 or 4 times in his whole entire life. We never had to do any of that. We went to the doctor. Doctor was like, oh, well, he's got 4 or 5 teeth. I'm like, wow, really? Didn't even know that. Because he doesn't feel pain. So it was completely different for Grayson. The only reason we know now that they're coming in is because he has a chew stick that he chews on when he's stimming. And for the past couple days, he's chewing on it and screaming. So he's definitely having pain in there. So we're going to get him to the dentist, make an appointment, and kind of see and make sure that's what's going on. So.
Yeah. And then we also had a little issue with him in the car.
Yeah, it's weird. The past couple days, past like week, he's been kind of finicky in the car. We don't know what's going on. He's just been
almost
miserable.
Like he's scared of something.
Like he's afraid, yeah. And he's just been absolutely miserable.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it is. All of a sudden. The other day was fine when you sat back there. It was a lot better. But I don't know. We just have to kind of see how it goes. Maybe he wants an SUV. You know what I mean? I think he wants an SUV. He's just so sick of the car. Time to upgrade. I'm with you, Grayson.
She thinks if
we need more space.
She tells the whole world that she's going to convince me.
We need more space.
Yeah, he was also scared of the sunroof for a while being open.
Yeah.
And it's a what do they call it? The whole, it's glass in the back, so
it's a panoramic sunroof. So it's weird when we put him in the car. He doesn't like when it's open when we put him in before I start the car. When he's in the seat, he likes it open and he likes looking out the trees and the sky. So I don't know if it's when he gets in, it's the view of like he feels like he's crawling into nothing, like the sky. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so open, he might not feel like stable and like secure and safe. You know what I mean? As opposed to when those straps are in and buckled, he has that security and that squeeze on him. And then, Yeah,
because normally he loves the car.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, we even had
just weird.
For a couple months ago. We even had to take him out for drives.
I know. Let's get in the car. Let's get in the car.
I want to go outside. Here are my shoes. Put my shoes on. Let's go outside. Get in the car.
So it's really weird. And I'm like, are you sure nobody put him in the car? Like, and he's like, no. And I'm like, you're sure? Like, he didn't even sit in anybody else's car because that happened before I had him in another car with a car seat. And he would not get in my car for he was scared to death of my car for 6 months after. And
the drive in the other car was only literally
2 minutes.
Yeah, not even.
We drove to the pool.
A minute maybe.
And he was forward facing. And after that, he could not handle it for about 6 months. And then finally he was okay. So yeah, I'm like, did he go in someone's car that I don't know about? Because this never is like this usually, since that all happened. Yeah. But we'll see. Fingers crossed.
And he's been going to my parents' house every Wednesday.
Yeah. Which is great.
Gives us a little break.
Yeah, we're really appreciative to them doing that.
And when I go over and talk to my parents and pick them up, it's like, he was an angel.
This kid's always an angel. This kid literally does nothing wrong. Nothing. Yeah. Ever. Yeah. He is the perfect child.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
They said he knows where his iPads are kept because he has 2 iPads. So one's charged all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in case he needs it. But he knows where Grandma plugs it in to charge it, so he'll go grab it.
Take it off the charger.
Pull it off the charger. He knows every room in the house, exactly where he wants to go. And he's so comfortable there now.
Yeah.
I go drop him off, he just runs in, does his thing.
And he never touches their things. Whatever is not Grayson's, Grayson does not touch. He will not do any of that. I mean, he's really well behaved. You could definitely walk out of the room and leave Grayson in there for a few minutes and you don't have to worry about any of your things ever.
2 weeks ago I snuck in to pick him up without anybody, my mom really known.
Yeah.
I snuck around and looked through the kitchen
to see what he was doing.
He was sitting on a stool with Grandma, sitting next to him, and they were both eating dinner. Or no, Grayson was eating the yogurt, she was eating dinner.
Yeah.
And they were both on their iPads.
Yeah, it was the cutest thing ever. Oh my God, we got pictures. It was the cutest thing. I love him.
So, we're, having a good time with him. We've made a lot of progress.
He has. I'm super proud of him. He's such a hard worker. Yeah. He works really hard every day.
We've even been going out. We've been going out a lot now that the weather's getting better.
Oh my God, so
a lot of walks, hikes, stuff like that. He loves being outside. And, the one time we were at the local preserve, he was running through the trails and having a blast and almost jumped in the water again. Yeah,
right into the river. He would just literally walk right in and walk right across if we didn't stop him. But, summer's coming. We're super excited to get him in the pool. Yeah. we're going to be hanging out at the pool, bringing food. So I'm really excited for that whole scene. I think he's going to love it this year. He has it every single year. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great, great summer.
Yeah. And, I know we want to bring him to Sesame Place now that he loves Sesame Street. So
He does.
We're going to make sure we go during the week, though.
We are, yeah. We're not making that mistake again.
Last time we went on a Saturday.
And we said we were never
a disaster.
Going back. And we haven't been back since.
I mean, it was more than an hour wait to get food.
Yeah, like, it was just too much.
And it's tough for, any neurotypical kid to get through waiting that long, let alone, Grayson. So,
yeah.
Yeah. But we're excited for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple announcements we have. We're going to be starting our YouTube channel in the next 3 weeks. We've been working hard on that. We're pretty excited about that. Support group call every Tuesday night. 8 o'clock. Alex posts that information on
Facebook, Instagram. You guys can get all of the information, the phone number, access code, all of that. So
we're really excited about our blog. We've been doing a lot of writing and a lot of posting stuff on there, so that's growing,
which is going great. I mean, we're hitting high numbers of people viewing it. It's jumping.
People even reaching out. We had some people reach out.
We did. We did a whole episode. Actually, we had a whole bunch of questions from viewers.
Yep. We didn't publish it yet. It's coming later this week.
Okay, so I'll let you guys know.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of questions, and we just picked a whole bunch of random ones and answered those on the air. So yeah, definitely look for that. Something that everybody can maybe relate to.
Yeah, and we want to do more of those. So keep sending your
questions
in.
Please.
That was a really.
I love that episode. That was great. Yeah, so, we appreciate you guys doing that.
And we think they were great questions. So.
Yeah.
And I'm sure anybody that sends more in, those are going to be great questions too.
They are. So. No question is dumb. So we thank you, all of our viewers, and we really do appreciate you.
Yeah, and we're doing really well with the podcast. We've recorded what is it? I think it's 15 hours already of content.
It's crazy.
In just 6 weeks.
And how many episodes, including quick tips?
By the end of the week, we'll have 27 episodes and 10 bonus episodes, so a total of 37 episodes.
It's a lot of episodes,
We're launching a whole bunch this week.
A lot of content, a lot of time.
It's kind of wrapping up our launch period. It's like a 2-month podcast launch usually for most podcasts. So we're wrapping that up this week, throwing tons of content out for everybody. Some great episodes. I have one just specifically geared to fathers. Alex has one specifically geared towards mothers.
They came out really, really good. Definitely check them out, guys.
So, yeah, a lot of great stuff going on. We're really excited. First person that does a live this week, promoting the channel, $25 gift card.
We may do a gift card or $25 cash. Because I feel as though maybe you guys can just put it towards whatever you want to and where you need it. So we may do cash. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, because, some people, they don't go to ShopRite, whatever, and I'm open to trying something new like that. So, yeah.
Yeah.